Everybody, how's everyone doing today? Everyone doing good? So yeah, I'm bald. I have very short hair in comparison to what it was. But your boy was getting sick of his hair, dude. However, if it comes to my beard, that's not going. that is a beautiful imagination of my hair, and if I didn't have this, I don't think the whole look would really be good. I have been cooking. Boom! Look at that! Look! It's so precious. I love them so much. I'm getting emotional over Doughballs. That's when you know when you're fat. Literally the nicest thing I've ever liked. These were like clouds. If I could show you the inside of them, they are literally like the most perfect thing. Garlic and dough mixed together in this beautiful fashion is the greatest thing on this earth. I didn't follow a recipe. They are my own creation. And I think that's what I love about them. The reason that these were annoying is, well, they weren't annoying. They were actually quite easy to make. You just need to make a simple dough. But the hard part is basically making it so that you have the garlic butter on the inside. You know, you want to pop it open and have that like all on the inside there. It's obviously not going to be like hard or anything, but goddamn, you want it in there. You want it in there. You want to crunch down and like, even if there's a little bit of juice there, you want that extra bit of flavor, a little bit of crunch, a little bit of. You want to have the euphoric moment of like, holy shit, this is the best thing in the world. Especially with some thick tomato sauce. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. And if I ever make a restaurant, or if I ever have a business where it deals in food, these will be on there. Now that I've had my own Doughballs, though, I don't think any other Doughball is going to be better than my own. Like, they need to be light, they need to be fluffy, kind of crispy, but not too crispy where you're like, you know, where it's blah, blah, blah. Oh man, I just fucking love garlic Doughballs. They're just so goddamn good. I've never been so happy with a creation in my life. We made garlic Doughballs and they were great. Can you be my personal chef? I mean, that's a commitment and a half. I wish I could be your personal chef, Lampy. Sadly, I don't think there's a lot of money in that. I just might make a Doughball company. Just make Doughballs for the rest of my life. Just garlic Doughballs. You know, and then have like little bits of like sauce on the side. Oh my god, that's the greatest idea ever in the world. Nobody take that. Nobody take that. Nobody, no, don't do that. Don't do it. You can give it a pot, right? This is my business idea. All right, listen to me, dragons. You have like a pot, right? And basically, it's got like, I don't know, 6 Doughballs in it, and then you have like skewers. All right, it might be the high end of dining. It definitely wouldn't be. This would be like market and food, but you get like a thing of Doughballs, you have like 6 or whatever, and you got like a little skewer that you can poke, and then actually no, you just break it and probably dip. I wouldn't give skewers for that. You're using your hands. You'd use your hands. You had like a marinara sauce, maybe like a vegan garlic mayo if you really wanted it. Daddy. And so yeah, they're really good. Really, they were really good. And now we're talking about how I want to set up a Doughball company. Think about what I need to do for next week. That will probably come tomorrow's stream. We'll talk about food tomorrow and be like, what do I want to make so that like, I mean, I can show. Do I do pizza? I don't think pizza looks good though. I mean, to be honest, I went into Doughballs blind, but then I've spent 6 months crafting a pizza and I still don't think they look great. I went into Doughballs not having a recipe, and they came out so great. About to get some eats. Well, yeah, they're not going to be my garlic Doughballs though, are they? So all I want is, don't say that. Nah, I'm making for us. We'll watch The Matrix, eat wings, and have garlic Doughballs. This is both of you, by the way. Actually, this is everyone. How many garlic Doughballs? All right, bet I will make you 40 Doughballs, and you have to eat them all. Leo, smelly salmon becomes obese in the matter of 2 minutes. Oh, by the way, this is one sitting. You can't take a break. I can promise it will. To be honest, I don't actually doubt that you can't do that. I really don't. I do think that you probably, in all hindsight, can probably do it. We're going to talk about how the time I decided it would be a good idea to drink 18 beers by myself and then throw up the next morning. So here's the story of how that happened. Everyone in the UK at the very start of the lockdown, of the first lockdown in the UK, had this period of doing a lot of Zoom calls because everyone can't see each other. Everyone was wanting to be in home. They wanted to be safe. But we all had friends. We all wanted to be with them. We all wanted to make sure that like we could be with them as much as possible. So over the time, me and my friends, we decided that we were going to have this, like it was a Friday night. And so we were just wanting to chill, drink, and just chat shit. And literally, that's all we wanted. That's all we did. The girlfriend that I had at the time got me like this, and I mean like a proper big stein. She got me a stein, and it had like Dungeons and Dragons on it because I like Dungeons and Dragons. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to drink out of this. I'm going to drink out of this stein. And this stein can take, I think, approximately, I worked it out to be like 3 and a bit of Budweisers. And I wasn't really thinking of how many it was actually taking. I weren't really thinking. I think, oh, this is 1 beer. This is 2 beers. Drinking an entire stein. So it was a lot of alcohol. It was a lot. And basically what happened is that over the course of the evening, I was just constantly drinking, having a great time. And I get to the point where I'm that intoxicated and I've had that much alcohol that I do this weird thing where I take off my top, or I like take my top off because, you know, that's what I apparently do when I'm out of my face drunk. Taking my top off and I'm just sitting there still drinking the beer. I think I get most of me down it at this point. And I just remember seeing my whole desk at the time completely full with Budweiser bottles. After that, and after I get to that point, I remember basically getting up and not even turning off my computer and just going to bed. I have a weird habit also of literally, if I just want to go to bed, I will walk home or I will go to bed. I will walk home and go to bed if I want to. If I'm tired or if I'm too drunk or if I'm... you have that sudden realization when you're on a night out and you're like, I am way too drunk and I need to go home. I'm the kind of annoying friend, and all of my friends know this about me, that I will just walk and I will just go home and my friends won't know where I am until the next day, and then they'll be like, where did you go? I'm like, okay, man. I just basically just dived to sleep. And so anyway, it gets to the point of where I'm sleeping, and I've literally at this point, I've got no quilt over me. I've just got taken off my clothes and just gone to bed. And I remember I literally lifted my hand up. I was sleeping and I went like this, and on the other side of my bed I felt like wet, and I was just like, what in the goddamn hell is that? And immediately I went into like battle mode and just completely went, right, what the hell is that? Looked, and I basically had like the corner of my bed was like basically had sick all over it. And I immediately got up and was just like, battle mode initiated. Had to completely strip everything. I took everything off, cleared my mattress. There was even some that was like seeped down through side of the bed table. So I basically wiped that down. But I remember having to like, I did a wash and then I cleaned it. It still smelled like it. And then I did another wash. I was like, okay, fine, it's fine. But the hard part is that it was slightly over my mattress, and then I couldn't clean it seeped into my mattress, and so I had to like go to like a laundrette to be able to actually. And I remember not having a clue about a laundrette and how a laundrette works, because you go there and you're like, oh, now I need to get this certain amount of money to be able to pay for this, and I didn't know anything about it. Luckily, at the time, the person I was with did have some spare change, and we were able to like, get it sorted. Blimey, it was rough. It was really rough. Like, I remember waking up and like we had like this little balcony bit in where our house was, and just putting my sheets, and when I got my duvet back, my duvet on the outside of the wall, because it was like a little thing. And I remember my housemates waking up and just being like, you were a mess last night. And I was like, you don't know the half of it. And I told them the story. It's like, oh no, Oh no. And I went, yeah, so that's why all of that's outside. And they were like, Jack, you're a mess. And I was like, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to be like that. I didn't.